Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here, and I wanted to make a follow-up to a video that I made a few months ago where I was just showing off some games I really enjoyed as a kid on Roblox. And I wanted to make a part 2 to it, and I finally got around to doing it today, so that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So the first game we're going to be looking at here is Remote Control Rumble v3.2. Not very much important, the 3.2 part, but it's by the Fat Red Dragon. It's a very, old school game. As you can see right here, it was made in 2009 and last updated in 2011. But something interesting about this game, if we go in here, you could actually see that if you head over here, right? And okay, this doesn't close, so that's one thing. But you can see if you go in here and you just try to drive a car, it actually works. These cars actually still move after so long, right? And I'm gonna just leave a car here and then grab another one, right? So I could show you guys here. You can see the game actually still functions. I mean, you can't destroy these cars. Oh, yes you can't. What? Last time I tried playing it didn't work, but I guess that was just really unlucky. These are super laggy, by the way. Not sure if that has to do with filtering enabled or not, but you can see the game as a whole kind of broken, but I really liked it when I was younger, and it was pretty popular. I mean, it has 500,000 plays, and this is an old school game, so there's nothing really, not good about the numbers there. But, yeah, it's a pretty cool game. And, I don't know, I just really like this. As you can see, you're just smacking these little RC cars around. But moving on to the next game, because I don't want this video to be like 20 minutes like the last one. Drive Off a Cliff with Smashable Cars Original by Vocal. Now, this is a pretty good game. Another classic that you guys, if you've been around for a while, you definitely know. It was created April 1st, 2008, not 2018. And it was last updated the day after Christmas, 2011. And if we go in game, you can see it's literally just you drive these trucks down a cliff and they get all smashed up. It's not the most, amazing of ideas. It's not the most, game-changing ideas out there. But it was a pretty fun one for the time, and as you can see, there's the little thing that just launches you whenever you jump in old games. But, yeah, it's just one of these games that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't know, I was always a fan of these little, like, smash these cars up games on Roblox, or just smashing stuff up in general. Let me just say regen. I want to see if regen works. That works. That's one of the only scripts in this game that has withstood all this time. Say regen to regenerate cars. I'm very happy about that. Obviously you can't even drive these cars. The drive tool doesn't work. I can't do anything about that. But if you reset, the cars still fall apart. So that's pretty cool. But I don't know. It's one of these games that if you've been around for a long time, you know exactly what this game is and why it was so fun. Honestly, what? Okay, I don't know why I died there, but it's a pretty fun game in general. I think I touched the front of the car, right? Let me see. Yeah, I touched the front of the car, but it's a pretty cool game. I don't know, I really liked it, okay? But moving on to the next one, Survival 323 by David II. Now, honestly, I would have put Survival 303, but I couldn't find 303. And this is just a sequel to 303, so it's like, it's not a major thing here. But it's also a classic, as you can see here, created March 6th, 2009, but it was last updated in 2017. I'm more than sure this still won't work. And honestly, I'm not sure if Booga Booga was supposed to be the successor to this game or not. I heard somebody tell me that that's the case. I'm not too sure if that's the truth or not. But either way, it's a pretty cool game nonetheless. I'm not sure if any of you guys remember, this game, but it was a really cool game, and it was pretty popular. Again, this is, 500,000 plays, nothing to be reckoned with. And I don't know, these, like, survival games are just, as a whole, pretty cool. I feel like they kind of died off in popularity up until Booga Booga came around, because I don't remember any kind of survival games like that being around back then. Like, between this game, like, the survival games losing popularity all the way until Booga Booga. So I'm not sure about any of that, but I do know that this is a great game nonetheless. Moving on to the next game though, Making Tycoon by TRM Aider. I hope I read that right. not night. But other than that, as you can see here, something interesting about his account is that somebody actually compromised his account, and they were in his father's email. That's pretty messed up, honestly. And honestly, if anybody here watching my video is considering stealing accounts, don't do it. It's messed up, okay? But as you can see, created literally 2 days after, what was it? Was it Drive Off a Cliff? Yeah. 2 days and a year after, whoops. But April 3rd, 2009, last updated in late 2013. This is a game that I found myself spending a lot of time playing, actually. But honestly, I don't know if this game actually works. I have not played this game in a long time. It actually seems like this does work. That's crazy. I feel like Tycoons, though, are one of the only games that could probably withstand, you know, Roblox's, you know, constant changes and all. Let's see. Oh, I should have bought the ramp. You know, that's also very important. But as you can see, it has a very classic kind of, you know, build to it. Actually, the cars still drive? That's actually something I didn't expect either. Steering, on the other hand, is practically impossible, which makes sense. I mean, these wheels in today's Roblox physics don't really, you know, work out in terms of steering. But as a whole, I really enjoyed this game, and there's actually somebody in my lobby, so that's crazy. Look all the way down there, you can see somebody with a pretty built one. I don't really want to walk over there, but you can see this guy actually built up his entire base pretty much, or not base, but, you know, Car Tycoon. So it's pretty crazy to see somebody still playing this game so many years later, and of course I get a phone call. But I'm gonna move on to the last game for today's video. City Cruise by Crazy Jack 41. Now, this one, I'm not sure if anybody really knows. This is one that, despite having 1 million place visits, the least amount of people would probably remember for some reason. It was created in September 2009, and it was last updated in September 2014. And it was a pretty good game in my opinion. Another one I used to play a lot of. And honestly, I feel like even though the least amount of people are going to remember this game, it's definitely a pretty good one nonetheless. Now, it still doesn't work. For some reason, it says it was last updated in 2014. But in-game, it says 2011. I don't know which one is the truth, honestly. I don't know if the game developer is lying to us, and he's making us think this is some super old lobby when it wasn't. But as you can see here, you could explode your car. There was some vehicle help, but that's not really a help anymore. And you can see you were able to spawn any of these cars that you wanted. Obviously, none of them work because the scripting broke. But it was a really fun game, honestly. Pretty sad to see it doesn't work, actually. Resetting obviously still works. I mean, it just... I believe what it does is it just turns your body into bricks, and therefore it just falls apart. I mean, it's not that hard to make a reset script that, you know, lasts the, what's it called? The test of time, I guess it's called. But, honestly, another one of these great games that sadly we can't really play. And I don't know, I found myself playing this a lot. I mean, I have fond memories of this exact map. Okay, maybe not the water flooding the city or anything, but I have to scroll out. You can see these little poles here. I never understood why there were poles in this little thing here, but, you know, I used to drive into it a lot because I suck at driving. But I also remember having really good times on this game where I would be driving a car up this ramp, right? And, I would land all the way over there. Like, my goal was to just go as far as possible. And a lot of people would follow me in doing that exact experiment. Driving all these cars, just jumping off and racing and all that. I have a very fond memories of these types of games. And it sucks that I can't really play these again. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about any of this down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want a part 3, I'm going to have to work very hard to find some of these old games, because finding these were already hard enough. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.